The United States of America is a truly massive country. It's a 5,000-kilometer drive from San Diego, California to Portland, Maine, and a 5,500-kilometer drive from Key West, Florida to Seattle, Washington. You'd probably have to take a year off to see all of America, from driving the historical Route 66 in the summertime, seeing New England in the fall to experience the breathtaking fall colors, to going deep underground in New Mexico. Let's look at some of the best places in America. Today we're going to look at some of the best places to see in the American Southwest. This includes the states of California, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. Some would include Texas in this list, but honestly, Texas could be its own video. And now, in no particular order, let's get started with number 10 on the list, and that's going to be the Lincoln National Forest in the state of New Mexico. From hiking to biking, driving back roads and off-road, camping, skiing and boating, there's something for everyone here. Rent a cabin in the beautiful town of Ruidoso and you'll be in the middle of everything. Eat breakfast at the Log Cabin restaurant and then go up the mountain, or you could go to the casino where they have many different activities to do depending on the time of year. Go to the top of Ski Apache and take the gondola to the very top where you can see White Sands National Park. No matter what you do in this amazing region of New Mexico, you're sure to have a good time. Just make sure you have a four-wheel drive if you visit in the winter time, as this area is known to get a good amount of snow. Number 9. Carlsbad Caverns in southeast New Mexico. These caverns are absolutely amazing, and above all, or should I say below all, these caverns are deep, but not only deep, they're massive. The big room in the caverns is about 8 acres and is the largest accessible chamber in North America. You can walk down to the big room or you can take the elevator down to it. There's about 120 caves here, the largest being about 225 kilometers but is not generally accessible to the public. The main cave here is around 48 kilometers. Carlsbad Caverns has over 80 kilometers of backcountry hiking trails. Just make sure to bring plenty of water and some food. Camping here is permitted with a permit from the visitors center. Just be careful if you plan on hiking some of the trails, as there are dangerous wildlife that calls this area home. Number 8. Pikes Peak in beautiful Colorado. Unlike Carlsbad Caverns, Pikes Peak is one of the tallest mountain peaks in Colorado. At 4,300 meters above sea level, the best part of Pikes Peak, Colorado is that you can drive all the way to the top. Just be sure to bring some water or extra coolant for your vehicle, as some cars might overheat getting to the top. You might also want to buy a can of oxygen, as there's not as much oxygen at the top. Altitude sickness can also be an issue for some people. From skiing, hiking and camping, to driving some of the West's most beautiful mountain roads, this region has a lot to do if you love the outdoors. If you want to come visit Pikes Peak, Colorado, you'll probably fly into Denver, but you'll want to stay in Colorado Springs, the closest city to Pikes Peak. While you're in the area, you might also want to check out Garden of the Gods, a park in Colorado Springs with breathtaking rock formations. Just like New Mexico, be careful though, as this area of Colorado has dangerous wildlife indigenous to the area. Number 7. Going west of Colorado into Utah's Canyonlands National Park and Arches National Park in Moab, Utah. Located in southeastern Utah, these two parks won't disappoint, especially if you're an off-road enthusiast. Bring your own four-wheel drive, rent one or go on a four-wheel drive tour. Maybe driving isn't your thing. There's 160 kilometers of hiking trails at Canyonlands National Park. Canyonlands is a place where people go often to test out their four-wheel drive vehicles, including Ford with the new Bronco. Canyonlands and Arches National Park might not be for everyone though, as it is more remote than some of the other places on this list, as Moab is the only real town in the area and is multiple hours away from Salt Lake City. However, if you plan on driving to Salt Lake City from Moab, you won't regret it, as in my opinion, is one of the best routes in Utah. Just make sure you're okay with some mountain driving. Number 6. Zion National Park in Utah. While you're in Utah, you might want to check out this national park located in southwestern Utah near the Arizona line. From hiking and backpacking, camping and more, you'll have a blast at this southern Utah outdoorsman's paradise. There are some trails here that could be considered a multiple-day backpacking trail, so if you want to do this, make sure you're physically prepared for it and have the proper gear, and enough food and water. Zion National Park is home to more than 200 species of birds, so if you love birdwatching, this place won't disappoint. No matter what you want to do, driving scenic roads, going on a short hike or a 3-day hike, rock climbing and camping, or even if you want to do some photography, you should definitely give this place a go. Number 5. Headed south from Zion National Park. The Grand Canyon in Arizona does not need an introduction. With more than 640 kilometers of backcountry hiking trails, you could probably spend a month here just hiking and camping. The Grand Canyon also has some of the most beautiful night skies on the planet, so if you come here, make sure to have a high-quality camera to capture some of the planet's best night sky. This amazing world-famous national park takes up about 445 kilometers of the Colorado River. The canyon itself is a little more than 1.5 kilometers deep and up to almost 30 kilometers wide in some places. This national park offers lodging and camping, so there's no need to rush if you have the time, and trust me, you'll want to take your time here. Be careful though while you're here, as this park averages 12 deaths a year for different reasons such as falling, drowning, and extreme weather. The wildlife that lives here can all. Number 4, starting at the bottom of California, is the amazing city of San Diego. People might generally think of Los Angeles or Hollywood when they think of California, but California is massive and has so much more than just Los Angeles. San Diego is an amazing family-friendly city offering 3 major attractions that the whole family can enjoy. These are SeaWorld San Diego, located at the Bay, the world-famous San Diego Zoo located in downtown San Diego, and the San Diego Zoo Safari Park located approximately 40 minutes north-northeast of San Diego. If you want to do this trip, do not expect it to be on a budget, as each of these parks are on the more expensive side to just get in, that isn't including food, and other activities inside each park. San Diego is also home to some of California's best beaches, so you won't want to miss out on that. From viewing United States naval battleships, to the zoo and SeaWorld, to authentic Mexican food and shopping downtown, to relaxing on the beach watching the sunset, San Diego, California is an absolute must-visit in the American Southwest. Just be sure to come with a generous bank account, as your San Diego experience most likely won't come cheap, but trust me, it's worth it. Number 3, staying in California, we go to number 3, Sequoia National Park, located in east central California in the mountains. This park is home to the giant sequoia trees. This park also has the world's largest tree. Trees aren't the only thing to do here though. If you visit here in the wintertime, be sure to have a 4-wheel drive, as this is the mountains and does get a fair amount of snow each winter. If you do visit in the winter, you can go skiing and snowshoeing here, and with the snow and beautiful landscapes here, you'll be in a winter wonderland. This park offers plenty of hiking trails year-round, snow or no snow. Just be careful in the summer, as the temperature in this area can get high and wildfires occur most often in California during the summer. The park's website states that pets are not allowed on trails, so keep that in mind. For reference, this park is about a 4.5-hour drive from Los Angeles. Number 2, the San Bernardino Mountains in Southern California. For reference, these mountains are near the Los Angeles area, just north and northeast of Los Angeles. The San Bernardino Mountains are home to the tallest mountain peak in all of Southern California at 3,500 meters tall. These mountains are absolutely amazing, with plenty of hiking trails, lakes and rivers. Fly into the Ontario in California airport if you don't want to deal with the chaotic traffic of Los Angeles. Ontario is about an hour to up to 3 hours or more from Los Angeles depending on the traffic. It's actually less than 100 kilometers away. Things to do in the San Bernardino Mountains and that area are plenty of hiking, fishing, general outdoors activities, visiting San Bernardino and Ontario, shopping, plenty of food, sightseeing and getting stuck in traffic. Number 1, Lake Tahoe in Nevada and Truckee area in California along Interstate 80. You might have heard of Lake Tahoe in Nevada, which sits high up in the Sierra Nevada mountains bordering California to the west and Nevada to the east. Lake Tahoe sits in both California and Nevada, with the town of Truckee in California to the west, and the city of Reno to the east in Nevada. At almost 490 meters deep, Lake Tahoe is one of the deepest freshwater lakes in North America. The lake is also almost 1,900 meters above sea level. Things to do here are visit the amazingly beautiful Lake Tahoe and its beaches, explore the region in a car and go skiing in the winter, as there are plenty of places to go skiing here. There's plenty of hiking trails in the area and camping is also an option. Head over to Reno, Nevada for the casinos and other city activities such as eating at one of the many restaurants, or go shopping, as Reno is a tourist destination. As a reference, Lake Tahoe is an almost 7.5-hour drive to Las Vegas, and a little over 7.5-hour drive to Los Angeles. This area offers a vast amount of mountain activities and countless miles of backcountry mountain roads to explore. Again though, if you come in the winter, make sure you have a good 4-wheel drive and tire chains for your vehicle, as this area can get a meter or more of snow. There's just so much to do in the southwestern United States of America, you cannot put it all into one video. Notable areas would also include the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, the entire Route 1 along the Pacific Coast in California, Las Vegas, Nevada, Flagstaff, Arizona, a mountain and ski town in North Arizona, Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Denver, Colorado. I'm sure I missed a bunch of places, but again, the southwestern part of the United States is massive and there's just so much to do here.